Is there a benefit to mastering your emotions? I would say yes. There just might be. I'm a mental health therapist and have been the last couple months going through this book, Greatest Salesman in the World, which you might say, what's that have to do with therapy? Well, a couple things. One, if you're in private practice, anytime you own a business, you're in some form of sales. Now, the difference there being I'm not necessarily trying to get you to buy a product so much as getting you to the right form of care. I am one of those options. But this book is helpful in a lot of other ways. And it's actually just a good character book in terms of building yourself. So if you watch the previous videos, you have some idea of this. And this book is broken down into 10 scrolls. Starts with a very good short story and then continues on into scrolls that fit the short story. So it turns from a novella into a nonfiction experience of ways to live your life, to be a better person. Yes, to be the greatest salesman in the world, but ultimately to be a better person. And scroll 6 is what we're on out of 10, or what we're talking about today. And that is, today I will be master of my emotions. So each month has a structure. As you can see, I have my tallies. You do it for 30 days, and you read each scroll 3 times a day. So 90 readings by the end. And I'm actually a little bit behind posting this. I'm actually almost done with the month after, but we're here. So this month is, as stated, today I will be master of my emotions. And why does this matter? The thing that I took from this really is an affirmation that becoming the master of yourself in terms of self-control and making decisions about your emotions puts you in your place in the universe. And this book gives you 2 kind of interesting perspectives where it breaks down and you can kind of see the paragraph structure here and here. This side is negative emotion and the right side, or this side, depending on the video, is positive. And it's, or rather, ego checking. So why having certain emotions? For instance, she says, if I feel depressed, I will sing. If I feel sad, I will laugh. If I feel ill, I will double my labor. If I feel poverty, I will think of wealth to come. So choice of emotion in response to other emotions. And on the opposite end, about ego. If I feel my skill is unmatched, I will look at the stars. If I become overconfident, I will recall my failures. If I feel all powerful, I will try to stop the wind. So things to keep your ego in check, that regardless of if your emotions are plummeting you or skyrocketing you, there's always things to keep you in check and to remind you of your place, which ultimately is you're okay and you're not all powerful. And it goes on to have you repeat to yourself a lot of times this understanding of people don't want to work with other people who have no control over their emotions. We prefer to do business and have a relationship with people who can have control over their mood. And it doesn't mean you don't have rough days or abnormally positive days. It just means there's a level of predictability and enjoyment with you as a person. We can put up with you, and you're a joy to be around and you're a joy to approach. So I like this reading. As always, we're keeping these short. I'll do a final video after all of this. And my book's taken a beating. It's now 2 beautiful halves. No, it's not quite halves. It's more 1/3 and 2/3. But yeah, that's the thought for today. If you're reading along, let me know your thoughts. If you're wanting to jump in, you now have access to the first 6 scrolls. Although if you do this book right, it'll take you a month to read each of them. But if you're just flashing through it, 6 are done. Anticipate the next one here in a couple weeks. As like I said, I got behind on this recording, but yeah, we're looking forward to this. I think we should wrap up in October doing this. So if you're watching now, it is July. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. That is the 6th scroll, Mastering Your Emotions. See ya.